Let's talk about trust. Specifically, what goes into making an online tutorial that you can actually rely on, especially when getting it wrong could be, well, dangerous. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. This isn't really an explainer about solar power. It's about the hidden blueprint for creating educational content that's built to be trustworthy from the ground up. Okay, picture this. We've all been there, right? Something breaks. You grab your phone, you search for a how-to, and bam! You're flooded with a million videos. But what if you're trying to do something with electricity? How in the world do you tell the real expert from the confident amateur whose advice could, burn your house down? How do you really know who to trust?
And that exact problem, that's what I call the DIY danger zone. It's kind of like the Wild West of the internet. Anyone with a camera can look like an expert, but the consequences of getting bad advice are no joke. That is the exact problem a strict protocol like this is meant to solve.
I mean, really think about it. When you're dealing with something like DIY solar or any kind of home wiring, a tiny mistake, using the wrong gauge of wire, putting a fuse in the wrong place, isn't just a small whoopsie. That can cause a fire. Seriously. In situations like these, advice that's just good enough is a total recipe for disaster. We need something way, way better.
So if the problem is a sea of unreliable info, the solution has to start with rock-solid, verifiable authority. And I'm not just talking about knowing a few facts. I'm talking about a deep, systematic understanding of the entire subject. This is the bedrock. It's the absolute, non-negotiable starting point for everything else.
Now, when you see a list like this, it's easy to just think of it as a bunch of topics, but it's not a checklist. It's a web. You can't possibly teach someone about batteries if you don't also understand the charge controllers to protect them or the right wiring to prevent a fire. Everything is connected. Real authority means knowing that if you change one thing over here, it impacts everything else down the line.
Okay, so having all that knowledge is one thing, but how do you actually translate it into an explainer that's safe and easy for someone else to follow? Well, that's where the engineering blueprint comes in. It's a deliberate, step-by-step process for turning that deep expertise into content that's clear, helpful, and most importantly, safe. And this is it. This is the system. And notice, it doesn't start with writing a script. Step 1 is research. You look at what's already out there and you specifically hunt for the safety mistakes they're making. Then, step 2, you build the technical foundation. You write down every single formula, every risk, before anything else. Only then do you write the script, and it follows a strict formula. Hook the viewer, explain the theory, show the steps, and then hammer home the safety. And finally, and this is so important, you make sure people can actually find this safe information when they search for it. Let's make this real for a second. Take a term like C rating. Sounds super technical, right? But this is a perfect example of a detail from that technical foundation stage. It's a hard physical limit on a battery. If a tutorial doesn't explain this, and you hook up a powerful charger to the wrong battery, you could destroy it or literally start a fire. It's exactly these kinds of critical details that this process forces you to catch and explain up front. Now we get to the part that's, well, it's the ethical heart of this whole thing. These aren't just guidelines or best practices. These are the hard and fast, you can't break them ever rules that have to govern any piece of content where the stakes are this high. This is where safety stops being a goal and becomes a commandment.
And that's really the bottom line. When people's homes and even their lives are on the line, there's just no wiggle room. These rules are the final backstop against making a careless and catastrophic mistake.
Okay, this one might seem a little odd at first. Don't invent electrical values. What's that about? Well, it's so tempting for a creator to use nice, simple round numbers to make an example easy. Let's say you have a 10-volt panel and a 5-amp current. The problem is, if those numbers are totally unrealistic, it teaches you a flawed way of thinking. And when you go to apply that flawed logic to your real-world parts, that's when dangerous mistakes happen. The numbers have to be real.
All right, let's look at the other big rules here. Formulas have to be perfect, 100% accurate, no exceptions. You have to include real-world safety warnings, and that disclaimer about consulting a pro, absolutely mandatory. But then there's this last one. Do not include timestamps. Wait, what? Aren't timestamps supposed to be helpful? Well, this is actually a critical safety feature. Timestamps encourage people to skip ahead, and when they skip ahead, they might just miss the one crucial warning that saves them from making a huge mistake. Removing them is a deliberate choice to make sure the information is seen in the safe order it was designed.
So, you see, when you put all of it together, you take that deep expertise, you run it through that 4-part engineering process, and you wrap it all in those non-negotiable safety rules. You end up with something more than just a tutorial. You get a protocol for trust.
It lets you, the viewer, know that what you're watching was designed from the very beginning with your safety in mind.
And this table just lays it out, clear as day. With some random video you find online, safety is a maybe, accuracy is assumed, and warnings are optional. The main goal? Probably just getting views. But with a protocol-driven explainer, safety is documented, accuracy is guaranteed, warnings are mandatory, and the whole goal shifts from just getting views to actually ensuring your safety. So all of this leaves us with one final big question. The next time you're online looking up how to do something, and it doesn't matter if it's fixing a leaky pipe or trying to understand a complex news story, just take a second and ask yourself, what's the blueprint behind the information I'm getting? Is it built on a foundation of real expertise and a rigorous process? Or is it just content? Knowing how to spot the difference, that's a real superpower.